There's this moment right before you start something new. It's quiet, a little too quiet. And your mind starts filling the silence for you. What if it's not good? What if I mess it up? What if I'm not as good as I thought I was? So instead of starting, you wait. You overthink, and you tell yourself you'll begin when it feels right. But the truth is, it'll never feel right. Because starting isn't comfortable. It's messy and awkward, and quite honestly, it's uncertain. And that's the part nobody talks about. Everything you admire, every creator, every business, every story. It all began the same way, imperfect. You see, the difference isn't talent. It's the willingness to be bad at something long enough to get good at it. We spend so much time protecting who we are now that we never give ourselves the chance to become something more. Because growth doesn't come from thinking about starting. It comes from just doing it. From pressing record, from taking that first step, all before, you feel ready.
Sometimes you just have to go for it. My pen's leaking.
Hi, how's it going? So lately I've been feeling like I'm not someone that enjoys starting something unless I'm really good at it. See, I was having a conversation with my buddies Mark and Trent the other day that I don't really want to play golf this summer because A, I've never played it, and B, I know I'll be really bad at it. And I didn't want to start something that, if I'm not good at it, why try? And see, that kind of hit me because as a kid, I was more than willing to try to do new things, and even if I sucked at it, whether it be sports, stuff in school, cooking, whatever it was, I was more open to that kind of stuff. But the older I got, I feel like the more my mind has kind of gotten in my way. And unfortunately, that mindset has kind of led into other places in my life. It's not even stuff that I'm not good at. I'm just really bad at starting something and not finishing it, whether it be something as small as getting the office together or even filming videos for YouTube. It took me about 3 months to get back into this because, well, I was in my own headspace. But you see, all that changes today. You see, I have 3 things that I want to get done today, whether I like it or not, that I think would help jumpstart me into that mindset of just starting something, whether I like it or not. And these are the 3 things right here. Number 1 is that big box right there. I broke my office chair the other day, so for the last probably 4 or 5 days, I've only been standing at my desk, and that's starting to get really old. So, task number 1, get that office chair built.
Most people don't struggle with doing things. They struggle with, starting them. And it doesn't look obvious either. It shows up as thinking, planning, and we all know it, waiting for the right time. Telling yourself you'll begin when it makes more sense. But here's the truth. That moment you're waiting for, it doesn't exist. Starting will almost always feel a little off, a little uncomfortable, almost like you're skipping a step or doing it wrong. And because of that, people hesitate. Not because they can't do the thing, but because they don't trust the process of beginning. So instead, they sit in it. They overanalyze, and they build it up in their head until something small feels way bigger than it actually is. And the longer you wait, the heavier it starts to feel. But there's a shift that has to happen. You have to stop treating starting like a feeling, and start treating it like a decision. Because the people who actually get things done aren't the ones who feel ready. They're the ones who move first. They don't wait for clarity, they create it by taking action. They don't wait for confidence, they build it by doing. And once you start, even if it's messy, even if it's not perfect, something changes. Momentum shows up. And the momentum is what you carry forward, not motivation, not overthinking, just movement. So if there's something you've been putting off, stop trying to figure it out the perfect way to begin. Just make the decision and, take the first step.
Boom. Chair is done. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit more uncomfortable than my last one. It doesn't go as high up, but I'm kind of hoping that's gonna make me a little bit more productive and not lean back in my chair as much, which is also what caused me to break the last one. So we'll see. Gotta break it in, and I think it should be okay. First thing off the list. So that only took me about an hour. Started and finished the first thing that I wanted to do, and I can't complain. Only an hour, not too bad. On to the next thing, which is going to be, I have some art that needs to go in some frames and be hung on the wall somewhere in this office. So let's get to it. Well, this kind of sucks. I got the other print up, but I ordered this from Amazon and I thought it came with a frame, and apparently it doesn't. So I only got one print up, but check. That's all done.
At the end of the day, this isn't really about getting everything done. It's about changing the relationship you have with starting. Because most people aren't stuck because they're incapable. They're stuck because they've trained themselves to hesitate. And hesitation feels harmless in the moment. It feels like thinking, like being careful, and even like preparing. But over time, it turns into inaction. And inaction turns into doubt. So the goal isn't to suddenly become this ultra-motivated, perfectly disciplined person overnight. It's a lot simpler than that. There's learning how to move, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when it's not clear, and even when you're not confident yet. Because every time you do that, you're proving something to yourself, that you don't need to feel ready to begin. And that's where everything changes. Not when it's perfect, not when it's all figured out, but the moment you decide just to start.